Welcome back to Lombardi Avenue. Packing another video in today. If you guys are Packer fans, Packer haters, want to get my insight on what's going on with the Green Bay Packers, hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Pass this video along to all your Packer friends, Packer haters, because, we got both of them out there in this world. We got a big game coming up at Lambeau Field. Packers coming off of a big come-from-behind victory, an emotional victory against their former coach, whom has a Lombardi trophy and a street named after him in Green Bay. And the Packers got Christian Watson going. Christian Watson got his confidence. And now are the Packers rolling? That is the question that we all want to know. Are the Packers finally turning the corner? A lot of people out there hating on the Packers, saying, hell no, that was just a game that the Cowboys screwed up and lost, and Dak doesn't play in big games. We will see. A couple things I want to talk about today with the game coming up tomorrow is the Packers are playing the Tennessee Titans, who have a very, very stout run defense. So, obviously, the Packers last week against the Cowboys got their running game going. They stuck to the run. They used play action. I've been saying that's what they need to do. So will they continue to do that? I hope they do. I hope they continue to run the ball, play action, because that is the recipe for success. And I hope they don't come out just throwing the ball on Tennessee just because they feel like they can't run the ball. I think they got to run it. They got to at least try to run it. I think they can run it. They did play the Buffalo Bills earlier this year and ran for 200 yards, and the Bills don't really give up a lot of run yards. So I think they got to stick with it, continue to run the ball. They may be a little bit more balanced than they were against Dallas, because I think they were running the ball against Dallas just to kind of slow down Dallas's pass rush. But Tennessee is number 2 in run defense. And I think if you count week 1, because week 1 they got shredded on the ground, they're only giving up like 60 yards per game on the ground since that game, week 1. But they're number 2 in the league. So will the Packers run the ball? Will the Packers continue to play how I think they should play? Run the ball, use play action. They may have Cobb back for this game, which is huge. I think they've been missing him big time. Obviously, with Christian Watson getting his confidence, now we have that home run hitter. I just like to see if Christian Watson can be something other than just a home run hitter. That's kind of what I want to see. He tends to drop passes in the short passing game, right? In close quarters, he's dropping passes. But he's got the speed. He's big. I think the Packers may have something with him. Once they get Cobby back, hopefully this week, hopefully in this game, and then once we get Dobbs back, I think the Packers will be much better off. And they can open up the passing game a little bit, but Packers should run the ball in every single game. My belief is the Packers need to run it more than they pass it every single game. I don't even care what the circumstance is. They need to do that to open up the passing game and take their shots downfield, but they need to run the ball. They can't just give up on it. If for whatever reason Tennessee's stopping us early, they got to continue running the ball. I'm okay with running it, punting a little bit, because on the defensive side, the scary part is they got Derrick Henry. Obviously, Packers defense, very suspect in the run game. Very suspect in the run game. Tennessee is actually second to the bottom in passing for offense. And our defense is number 2, number 3, I believe, in pass defense. So I don't think Tennessee is going to try to pass it. If I was them, I would just be trying to run it as well, just run it right down our throats. I feel like the Cowboys kind of handed it to us because they weren't doing that, right? They were still throwing it. I don't know what they were thinking, but if a team's going to beat us, they beat us on the ground. That's how they're going to beat us. So our defense is up for the challenge, hopefully, stopping the D, or stopping their offense, or stopping Derrick Henry and their run game. So I like to see how that works out, but I'm not, slow this game down. I think both teams are going to want to run it. So early on, if they're not getting yards, man, I'm okay with some punting, some field position, but they cannot get too happy throwing the ball in every single down. I don't think that's not the recipe for success in this game or in any game coming up. That's just the Packers of this year. Once they start getting Cobb back and they get Dobbs back, I think they can open it up a little bit more. But right now, let's just run the ball. Stack the box against Tennessee because, like I said, they're second from the bottom in passing yards per game. So, and our passing defense is legit. So, I wouldn't even be surprised if Tannehill doesn't even throw 100 yards in this game, to be honest with you. That wouldn't shock me at all. But that's the game. We got the Packers on a 1-game winning streak. Big game for Green Bay. They got the Eagles coming up. So to me, they really got to, they're not done if they lose this game, but I believe this is the game that hopefully that they win, because then that can swing the momentum the other way. Going into Philadelphia, who looks like they're beatable now, right? They're beatable for sure. Going into that game, 5-6. I see the Packers winning maybe, most of their games the rest of the year, maybe losing 1 or 2 games. That's how I see the rest of the season. So let me know what you guys think. Comment in the comment section below. If you're a Packer fan, hit the subscribe button. If you're not and you hate the Packers, hit that subscribe button. It don't matter. Bring your hate. I'm a Packer fan for life. Go Pack, go.